Hey Aquarius, welcome back to your February monthly reading. This is Alchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. Sorry, I'm like looking at all over, I'm looking at things. Aqua season and I'm an Aquarius, so there you go. So what we're gonna do is overall energy, actions, advice, some possible obstacles that we need to be thinking of this month, and then also, you know, what's going to be going on in money, love, career, in our communication zone. I always think that's really important. And then a card for each of the weeks in the month, okay? Or, yeah, there we go. Okay, let me see if I can move this camera a little bit so you can see. Unfortunately, guys, it's hard for me to put the camera where you can see me and the cards. Just my desk isn't that, you know, size. So if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and subscribe so you can be first to know when new videos hit. And here we go. Oracle card that came out is Poised. You know, Aquas, this is our, you know, time of year, right? We've just hit into Aqua season. And it's really, we have the most energy right now. We have, you know, a lot of things that we can leverage and use to our advantage in our season. So we're poised for a lot of great things. I think we just have to really focus on what we want and start to put some action behind it. So first and foremost, overall energy for February is the Emperor. Getting top of our game, becoming very clear what we want, being very focused. And this is about eliminating distractions. It's like you have a goal and you're like, this is what I'm doing. It's not if I make it happen, it's when it happens. But really this is about not letting external things get in our way. It's focus on what we want and then putting action behind it and just putting our nose to the grindstone and getting it done. So overall actions and advice. Now we got Four of Wands. Fabulous card to get. I love this card for us. So overall, we can create our own happiness. We can create our own reality. We are co-creators with the universe. So all we have to do is put the focus and drive in. Anything is possible. This can mean in career, love, just overall in your job. You can create the best outcome for you. You just have to put your mind to it. And also, this is about the law of vibration. You have to be in a high level of vibration to align to what you want. Obstacles. Now, here is what I'll say. Aquas, naturally, we're going to get the sword energy at some point, right? It's air energy. We got Three of Swords. I never really love getting this card. But I think this is to remind us that, you know, so what if things didn't always work out the way we wanted it to, or the way we thought it was going to happen in our head? Sometimes we think about, you know, we slip up and we're like, oh gosh, what if we fail? What if we don't make it? What if we look stupid? This card, obstacle-wise, this is all about ego. Okay, this is about ego. We got to let that go, all right? This is about not letting things that could go wrong, you know, get in our way. It's like letting fear get in our way and make decisions for us. That's not what we need this month. We need clear thought and action behind it. So what's going to go on this month, February, for our money? Full card, fabulous. Now, with the full card in our money sector, it means that we could have some opportunities that come our way. Investment opportunities. Maybe there's some, you know, businesses that you might want to look into investing or partnering or maybe starting your own business. But money is, it's almost like you have some money, that you have some freedom that you can do something with. What I'll tell you with the full card in the money zone, do your research. This is not necessarily what the normal full card energy is. Just take a leap of faith. This is do your research, because this is almost like a naive energy if you're doing an investing, especially in property or, you know, stock market. Really do learn the basics. Don't just assume you're an expert and just run off and because what can happen this month is that you can possibly, you know, lose more than you gain, okay? And you'll learn the hard way is what I'm getting at. So just keep that in mind, Aquas, for the money. I can't even tell you how great this card is to get in love. We got the World card. And plus you got the Fool and the World. It's almost like from start to end, you know? Something coming full circle this month. For a lot of you, if you're single, this can certainly mean that you are definitely looking at relationships completely differently. You've grown tremendously as a person. For some of you, you're connecting to people all over the world. Like you're kind of putting yourself out there. It can be on social media, but maybe you're getting attention from people from all over the place, right? And it's starting to spark that, like you do get some confidence out of this. You are excited. And also for a lot of you, you've been working on other areas of your life, and now kind of you're at a point where maybe you feel a little bit more stable, where you're interested in taking on an actual relationship. For couples, you guys are coming full circle. You've gone through a lot in this past year, just like many partners have. But things are starting to, it's almost like you're entering into this new cycle as partners, and you've really achieved a lot as a couple. You've learned a lot about each other. You've worked on the partnership as a whole, and you're starting to see, benefits from that. You're stronger than ever, okay? So in the career zone, absolutely love this card, Aquas. We have the Magician. I love this. Number one, the Magician is all about a master manifester. Aquas, you can make anything happen this month. It is where you put your energy, and that's really where you have to hone it in. Aquas, I'm saying we because obviously I'm an Aquarius. We can get excited about a lot of things, and we're like, yes, it's like the shiny squirrel. We have to hone our energy. We have to target our intentions and focus, because what happens is that we'll end up taking on 50 things. And not that we can't multitask, we can do a lot at once, but we don't always execute really well when we do that. So really hone in and target where you want to put your energy and focus in. But Magician is making things happen. You're also, for some of you, you are kind of at a peak, career-wise, where you're like, you know what? I've hit a level where now I know I want to try something new, or you're setting new goals for yourself. Communication sector, you got Three of Cups. Always a really wonderful card to have. I think communication is going to be big this month. There's going to be a lot of gatherings, and a lot of maybe situations where you're in groups with people where you have to maybe be the leader. You're having to communicate very clearly and give very concise direction, because maybe people need to have very clear next steps from you, Aqua. So I do feel like this is the month to take a step back and, instead of hopping from story to story to story like we're known for doing, this is time to take a step back and really clearly communicate, especially if it's multiple people that you're working with or you're around, if it's family, friends. Take a step back and be very clear. Be in the present moment, Aqua, okay? First week in Feb, we got Page of Wands. So the start of something brand new, creativity. You're putting some action behind some ideas, Aqua. So you're starting to get the marbles are turning. The hamster is moving on the wheel, where you're starting to determine, how can I take my next few steps? This is, again, in the beginning stage, but week one, I see you really focusing on how to put some action behind some ideas that you have in your head. Again, the goal is this month, focus on 1 to 2 things. Don't try to do 50 things at once. This is not the month to do that. Okay, second week in the month, you got the Moon card. Now look, the Moon card can mean that you have some things, some maybe details and things that are starting to come to the surface. Things that were once hidden from you, Aqua. Maybe you're having a little bit more of an understanding. Now, this makes a lot of sense because in February, you're going to experience Mercury retrograde for the majority of the month. Mercury retrograde starts January 30th, but again, all through Feb. So a lot of things that you may not have had insight on in the last couple months, you might start to see come back around, and you might have more, information, which gives you the leg up to make better decisions, okay? So if there's things that have been nagging at you and you just don't know which way to go, maybe the best thing this month, Aqua, is just to take small steps with this Page of Wands, not to make these big grandiose decisions. Just take small steps incrementally moving forward, excuse me. And that way you're not taking on, the weight of the world, okay? Third week of the month, Yes, third week of the month. It's a short month in February, so I'm pulling 4 cards, so just FYI. Let me just make sure I look at a calendar that I don't speak out of turn that I'm February. Yes, okay. So third week, we got 2 of Cups. Love this card. Love this card. So, look, partnerships are going to be big this month. So third week, this can certainly mean that it's a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic, absolutely. But you can be aligning to people that are in the, maybe it's in the industry, or, you know, if you're trying to launch a business venture, you're finding people that have done it before that have been very successful, taking on guidance. This can be where you, maybe friends and family, you guys are starting to, you know, figure out how to at some point get together again, you know what I mean? But romantically, and 2 of Cups usually is a real strong soulmate connection. Soul connection. Soulmate can be anybody, by the way, friend, family, acquaintance, coworker. It doesn't always have to be romantic. But romantic wise, it can mean that maybe someone is coming forth. Now, one thing I'll tell you is that we'll still be in that retrograde time frame, even slowly moving into its shadow. But what I'm going to tell you is that if it's someone from the past, use discernment. Don't jump into a relationship right away. Just feel them out. Have some fun. Live in the present moment. But this is exciting because people are coming together in this third week. Fourth week, Ace of Swords. Love this for us. Now, this is all about air energy, right? So Swords is all about air. Thoughts, focus. This is a new beginning, by the way, Aqua. So, by the way, in this retrograde season, I feel like you're going to get a lot of insight that you didn't see at first. And I feel like it's going to better position you. So don't make major decisions in February yet, because I really feel more things are going to be uncovered for you. And at the end of the month, once that retrograde eases up, you're actually going to have a lot more foresight on what you need to do and the next steps you need to take. This is also about maybe changing direction, but also having different ideas and a different approach that can set you up beautifully for the future. So really nice energy for the month, Aquarius. And again, happy birthday. If you don't follow me on TikTok and Instagram, please do so. If you're interested in the membership only, tons of exclusive content, including, you know, other videos, audios, discounts, things like that. All that stuff's in the description box. Again, subscribe so you're the first one to know. Thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you next month.